Uh, Today we have a lecture number 1, and we are going to learn some concepts. Okay, we will be trying to make sure that anything we are going to cover, it is clear. Okay, this is the first thing. So the anyone who is sitting behind the class, or in other words, he is behind in the lectures or coursework. So this is the main target of our this course. Okay, because this is not good that some people are listening or understanding very clearly, and few of them are left behind. So I think we should be on the same page, and regardless of level of understanding of each of the students. Okay, right. So as I told you earlier that thanks to Dr. Bakar, whose materials I have borrowed, and we will be updating these lectures and making some changes for the good, and hopefully it will be of good use. Uh, we have already covered the course outline. Okay, we will be introducing some things and taking out some things. So these are the reference books and the main textbook. So okay, so course outline is following. For quizzes, we have 10%. So the policy is we will have 8 quizzes. We will decide it later. It should be announced or not, and we will select best of 8, 6 out of 8. Okay. So if someone misses a quiz, so that's should be fine at the end. Okay. If even he or she misses 2 quizzes, it should be fine. Okay. So don't ask for
एक्चुअली सर
retake. Yes. Yes, please go
सर वो
ahead.
लगता है कोई कनेक्टिविटी प्रॉब्लम है तो आपकी आवाज़ जो है ना वो बहुत खराब हो गई थी अभी भी हो रही है
Okay. No, it is clear.
यार मेरे पास भी
Uh,
क्लियर आ रही है आवाज।
अच्छा जी अवैस आपकी तरफ ना कोई नेटवर्क का इशू है, तो आप देखेंगे ज़्यादातर को आवाज़ जो है वो क्लियर आ रही है। ठीक है, सो प्लीज़ फिक्स द थिंग्स और इश्यूज एट योर एंड। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच। सो लेट्स प्रोसीड। So we will be having 8 quizzes and we will select 6 best out of 8. Okay, so it will cover if you misses 2 quizzes, and still you will be having considered only 6 which has the highest marks. Okay, so even if you are going to cover all the quizzes, but by bad luck you got like 3 marks or 5 marks in 2 of those quizzes, but you are a consistent performer and you have performed well in the 6 quizzes. Okay, so you will not be going to suffer from it. About assignments, we will be having 3 assignments. Okay, these 3 assignments will be supporting your term paper project. Okay, so in one go you will be having 2 benefits. Okay, it will be going to be uh, considered towards your project as well. So we will be having 3 assignment instead of 4 previously I used to have. Okay, so I will take care of that thing myself. So what is that? That is uh, final write up of the paper and submitting the paper and publishing the paper. Okay, we will do it later after the coursework. Okay, yeah, it will be group. First, uh, it will be individual assignment number 1 and maybe assignment number 2, but 3 in which we are going to suggest perform some improvement, it will be group. Okay, so let me highlight these points as you have asked. uh, Assignments. Okay, in the assignments, first assignment is I will give you a website. On that website there are machine learning papers. Okay, it is a repository same as a GitHub. Okay, where you can find the many papers or projects codes. Okay, so on this website, which is papers with code. Okay, so you can go there, you can find a paper of your interest, and you need to highlight that these are the weaknesses or limitations and these are the improvement, okay, which are already highlighted in the paper. Where? In the section of future work. In every paper, most of the paper, not every paper, they say that in future we want to do this because we are lacking in this area or in this matrix of performance. We want to improve this by using this method, okay. So this is the suggestion that in existing code, if you implement this method, you can have improvement, right? So yeah, very correct. So who is saying that? Your name? It's Raj is saying that it's also we can say that this is suggested optimization. Okay. So yes, we can optimize it. Okay. No, we are not studying machine learning. What we are doing is, yeah, so you can find a paper related to distributed computing. It is up to your interest. That some guy was asking, can I find a paper on data science or artificial intelligence? So you can go for that, okay. If you are comfortable with the distributed computing or any of subject you have studied in the past, okay, you have some skills, you can go for that, okay. So assignment number one is just write one page assignment template I will give you, okay. What you have to fill in. So you will give like a number of citations in the paper, how many times has been cited. I will give you all the detail when I assign you assignment, okay. How to do that. So you have to like a half or one page assignment it is, okay. And then we have assignment number two, okay. uh, Assignment number two is also very simple in that you have to run the code of that paper, okay. That is already available, okay. Let me show you. So let's go. Do we have okay, we have Chrome. So this is to just reduce that you don't have to implement any of the existing paper or re-engineer or reproduce, okay. So can you see here, this is a paper, this is a code, okay. And this code has maybe one implementation, and some code will have more than one implementations, okay. You get just the latest one, and then you can download the code or you can see the paper, okay. uh, so you can see here this is the code repository, and most of the code, like you can say 80-90% are implemented in the Python, okay. And most of the codes are also related to machine learning, okay. Okay, so you have to run the code, and this is assignment number three. You put some screenshots or something that you have already executed it. So why this is important? If you want to work in like any task which is computational or resource intensive, so for that purpose, you need to first practice by running the existing codes, okay. So sometimes you will need some packages, okay, missing. Sometimes you need some libraries to install, and sometimes maybe you need to run on Google Colab, okay. So that's why it is a very good practice, okay. Someone was saying that we need to do some practical work. So this is one of the example of practical work, okay. Uh, in addition to that, three of these sections will be like conformant. We will have synergy between them. We will add couple of also more practical examples, okay, like solar power, grid computing, okay. So it will be instead of course, it will be part of the lab work, okay. Right. Uh, yeah. Okay, okay. Why don't you come here? Okay. Uh, okay, okay. So the thing is that practicals or hands-on experience is part of the lab, right? So we will do that thing in the lab. So that's it. Clusters, you can have clusters and grid computing examples, okay? So as we will go through this lecture, you will understand that what is the purpose, okay? So yes, लैब्स में हम करेंगे कुछ प्रैक्टिकल टास्क, जैसे कुछ इसके अंदर आएंगे हमारे पास एल्गोरिदम्स, ओके, उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करना फॉर एग्जांपल, ठीक है? तो वो दिस विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ द लैब. गुड. Hamza? Taha, sorry, Taha. Acha, Taha is saying that what will be the steps of publishing the paper, okay? You do not need to publish the paper. This is my end task, okay? You don't worry about it. You even don't need to submit it. I will do that for you, okay? So that was assignment number 4, okay? But after the coursework, okay, if you find time, give me 1 week or 10 days so that we can publish it. Okay, we can submit it, okay? But it is after the exam. So that's why I have cut the assignment number 4. So you have 3 assignments. Okay. Okay, very good question. So about the procedure, Taha, you asked about the procedure. So I will be explaining all the procedures and additional tools and skill set in addition to lab work. Okay. How to write a paper in the latex, how to do collaborative research on papers and projects. Okay. So let me give you an example. So we have overleaf. Okay. Let me see if my login works here or not, because I'm not login here, right? Uh, okay, let's see. Anyway, I'm not going to log in here. So you will see that here we can collaborate. There is section for chat in which I can give you some comments on your write-up, and you can respond me that we have done this. Okay. Yeah, I will do that. I will do, take that headache that even I will read all the paper, okay, and I will give you comments after that. In this way, you can have a little comprehensive research cycle you can go through, and when you will be applying anywhere, like for research or job, you can say that I have done research with Dr. Khurram Shahzad, okay, on this paper. So this is your one of the benefit for doing this task in coursework, okay? So maybe some of you may not recognize the importance of this, but you will, when you will be looking for recommendations for your job or higher education, so you will see that they will ask for 3 references, for example, okay? So I am very like lenient and uh, quick to respond to my students, okay? If you need a reference for overnight, you just let me know, okay? So okay, let's proceed. So all the procedure will be explained in terms of first we will get assignment number 1, then 2 and 3, okay? So 3 is the final in which you have to show some improvements, okay? So improvements is subjective. It's like maybe 5%, maybe 10%, maybe 20%. If already improvement is going on through the number of steps, okay, maybe it's 94%. So then 97% is somewhat okay, right? But already existing paper has improvement of 73%. Maybe 85% is in this case will be fine enough, right? Okay. Okay. So so I'm not sure about now for midterm, because last time midterm doesn't happen, right? Yeah. So as again, so please consider this tentative. 20% will be term project.
Excuse me, sir.
And yes, please go ahead.
सर अभी आपने कहा कि हम लोग असाइनमेंट में रिसर्च रिलेटेड मतलब पेपर करेंगे, पेपर पे काम करेंगे। मगर थिंग इज कि हमें से बहुत सारे लोगों ने कभी इस टाइप की चीज़ पे काम नहीं किया, मतलब बहुत सारे लोगों को मशीन लर्निंग या काफ़ी चीज़ों का
Okay,
पता आइडिया ही नहीं होगा। सर हम कैसे
okay,
स्टार्ट करेंगे अगर हम डेवलपमेंट बैकग्राउंड से हैं तो?
okay. So Sharik, very good question. Uh, Let me explain this point because you will be all or many of you will be thinking about it that we don't have a background or something. So let me narrate you some incident or a story or event that happened in the last semester. Okay, so there were it will be group. Okay, it will be group assignment project. So you are not alone to do that. So you can make a group of maximum 3 students, or even if you have two, you can make it of the two. Or if there is some issue or problem or certain situation, I can allow for one student or solo group. Okay. Well, in last in the semester that has just finished, there was 3 student in one of the group. Okay, there was one programmer who was good at Python. He left. Okay, the rest of the two groups students, they were bad or like very novice in Python programming. They actually learned it, and they really appreciated that, sir. uh, Before we didn't knew anything about Python, and now we have done it using the Python. Okay, so if there is some problem, there exists some opportunity. Okay, so this is just one of the example, the worst case. But I am very sure that if you make a group of 3, one of them must know the Python. Okay, and plus your second point, part of this question is that we, if let's say if we are not familiar with machine learning or neural network or deep learning, so what we have to do? Okay, you will see that all the codes are existing for all of these techniques, right? Is that true? So what you have to do is just do some homework, read a couple of videos, and that's enough. So the major point of disability is when someone asks you to just go through the literature from the world and find some interesting area of research, right? And the second disability is that implement that paper. I'm not asking you to do either of these. I'm asking you, there exist the topics, areas with in some paper, go and read future work section in which they will tell you, not in all papers, okay? You have to find that a certain paper. They will tell you in future we want to do this. In current existing work, we have these limitations, and in order to remove them, we have a following plan. Okay, in this way you will find that what optimization can be done and what improvement is possible. Okay, then what you have to do, just put in one block of code in that existing one. Okay, maybe it will be 10% effort, maybe it will be 20% effort, not more than that. And what good thing is, you are using the existing, like accomplished or accepted paper. Okay, uh, which has been published, and they have been published from a good scientist. Okay, so you can rely on their code. Okay, sometime there will be problem that you will select a paper in which improvement were not clearly mentioned. Okay, so don't go for that. So for you see, we have thought very well about these things. Like I will make the groups in assignment number 3, right? And there will be 3 papers, 3 code you will have already executed. So you can start just only one paper, right? And then let's say that effort uh, get futile, you can have backup, right? Second, you go for the second and third. So this is the way that I make sure that all of you are on the same level of performance. Okay, for example, uh, did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. But sir, सर अगर हम एक अप्रूव पेपर अगर हम उस पर काम करेंगे, तो थिंग इज के जिन लोगों ने पेपर लिखा उनके पास एक बैकग्राउंड था ना, तब अगर हम बैकग्राउंड ही लेने बैठ जाएं सर, क्योंकि यूजुअली हम सिर्फ वीडियो से नहीं समझ सकते क्योंकि कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होते हैं
हाँ।
पेपर जो अप्रूव्ड होते हैं। तो सर हम अगर वो बैकग्राउंड लेने बैठ जाएंगे तो सर इसमें तो हम पूरा टाइम लग जाएगा। और आपने कहा
ओके
कि 3 पेपर्स पे बाद में जाके जब कोड पे काम करना है सर, इम्प्रूवमेंट
ओके।
करना, तो इट्स नॉट रियली पॉसिबल इस लेवल पे जब हमारे पास कोई बैकग्राउंड नॉलेज ही नहीं है इतनी।
Acha, this is okay. This is just misunderstanding that you don't have a confidence that you can make an improvement. Okay, if you are a good coder and you can understand just one topic that is related to your own work paper, okay, so you can definitely make improvement. And you are saying that you cannot do some literature review to understand the background of some topic. Just 1 second. So the thing is, you will be a group of two or three. One person just will be doing the literature review. One person will be doing the improvement or coding. Okay, and another person will be assisting some other task. So you are not just alone in a just isolated island that you have to perform something. Okay, so I think no, it's clear. So can you? Okay, your name? Suleiman is saying that why to do like a research-oriented thing or task instead of doing some practical work. Okay. Okay. The answer is that in many of you will apply for jobs or many of you will apply for higher education. Okay. If you have just a so-so paper in your bachelor, you will be very good at very good position compared to the person who has a good CGPA like 3.9, even 4. Okay. Yeah. One of the answer is that. हाँ, हम्म हम्म। हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल। आपका नाम दोबारा? हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल। हाँ हाँ very good. So I encourage this kind of discussion, right? Salman, you know that, right? So can you name any industry where there is no research? Any job, even any job. Mhm. Exactly. Mhm. Mhm. ठीक है। अच्छा ठीक है, चलें सलमान भी एग्री करते हैं कि दिस इज़ हेल्पफुल, राइट? Okay, so in the class there are some discussion that many of the companies, not if all, they are emphasizing on optimization and improvement. Uh, so therefore they need some kind of research. Okay, so this is not like a full-fledged paper or something or thesis or a research paper. This is just code is given improvement, right? On the top of that, if you learn that how to write paper on overleaf, so this is additional advantage, right? Yeah, exactly. You can use it on local machine and then you can collaborate on overleaf or some other platform. Okay. I think this is a very good discussion and very uh, so 40% will be so far like tentative schedule is it paper. Okay, well, so there will be labs and we have Aftab Hussain who will be conducting your lab. Okay, have you already met him on Monday? Good. So that's, yeah, that's great because उनके उनके साथ भी मैंने एक यूजी का कोर्स करवाया था, थ्योरी ऑफ इंटेलिजेंट सिस्टम्स, तो उन्होंने भी लैब्स परफॉर्म की थी, ठीक है। सो ओके, so let's proceed. These are some CLOs. So I already explained that if you are doing something, there should be some measure of performance. Okay. So in this case, the performance measure is flop. Okay. So I explained this with the following examples in previous lecture. Okay. So let's get to the definition. So a distributed system is a collection of independent computers that appear to its users as a single coherent system. Okay. Or a distributed system consists of multiple autonomous computers that communicate through a computer network. Okay. So अब आप कह रहे थे पर्पस क्या है, ठीक है। तो ये थर्ड लाइन है, दिस इज द पर्पस ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड कंप्यूटिंग। ओके, दिस थर्ड line with a purpose to share resources such as software, hardware and data. Okay. हाँ, मिडलवेयर एक ऐसा सॉफ्टवेयर होता है जो कि that make it possible to run an application on multiple machines. Okay, or it is a translator, or it is a middleman that knows the address of every house and where to deliver the package. But uh, it is just like a software. Okay, but we call it middleware. Why? Because it is between the two different layers and its purpose is to communicate or translate. Okay, जी, हाँ बिल्कुल, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, मैं भी आपको एग्जांपल दूंगा, अभी आएगा, ठीक है। अच्छा, मैं एक
सर
आपको,
काइंडली रिपीट कर दीजिए
अच्छा
क्या बताया
डेफिनेशन,
मिडलवेयर का
अच्छा middleware is just a software. It translate between the layers. Okay. In this case, it is from application layer and the hardware layer. Okay. Yeah. So the purpose is important. Okay. Middleware can be on different layers. Okay. Wherever you need some kind of communication. Okay. Mostly, but हाँ बिल्कुल। अच्छा, तो पर्पस इसका ये होता है कि सॉफ्टवेयर, हार्डवेयर और डेटा को शेयर करना है, ठीक है, ऑन ए ग्लोबल स्केल। तो अभी मैं आपको यहाँ पे दो एग्जांपल्स हैं, ठीक है, कि अच्छा, आप मुझे बताएं ग्रिड कंप्यूटिंग लेयर ये क्या है, अभी हम बात कर रहे थे। ये एक सॉफ्टवेयर है जो कि मिडलवेयर है, ठीक है। मिडलवेयर क्या है कि वो दो कंप्यूटर के दरमियान में कम्युनिकेशन करवाएगा, ठीक है। कम्युनिकेशन कहाँ से होती है? फिजिकल लेयर से लेके एप्लीकेशन लेयर तक, ठीक है। तो क्या होता है कि ये देखें कि ये जो सारे सिस्टम है ना यहाँ पे, इनमें लोकल ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इंस्टॉल्ड है, ठीक है। हाँ, लेकिन ग्लोबल स्केल पे भी कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम होते हैं, कोई एग्जांपल? अच्छा, हाँ हाँ, बिल्कुल। अच्छा, क्लाउड की बात करें, हाँ हाँ, ऐसा होता नहीं है। हाँ। बिल्कुल ऐसा है। इंडिपेंडेंट कि उनका हार्डवेयर क्या है, उनका ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम क्या है, ठीक है। तो जैसे गूगल ओएस आपने सुना होगा, ठीक है। इस तरह से क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के काफ़ी सारी सर्विसेज हैं, ठीक है। तो उनका काम यही होता है कि जी आपने क्या करना है कि डिफरेंट जो यूज़र है ना, उसको ये पता नहीं, उसको कोई नहीं है कि कहाँ से जो जो जिस सिस्टम पे उसकी एप्लीकेशन रन कर रही है, कंप्यूटेशन हो रही है, उनके रिसोर्सेज क्या हैं, उनका सीपीयू क्या है, उसका हार्डवेयर क्या है, सॉफ्टवेयर क्या है। उसको बस ये है कि कोई सिंगल पार्टी है जिसके साथ मैं कम्युनिकेट कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। और सारा डेटा वहाँ पे प्रोसेस हो रहा है, ठीक है। तो ये ट्रांसपेरेंट जो चेंज है ये यूज़र को मेक श्योर किया जाता है। दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द एट्रीब्यूट ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड कंप्यूटिंग, ठीक है। अच्छा, देखिए इसके क्या एसेंशियल पार्ट्स हैं डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड कंप्यूटिंग के, जिसके बगैर तो ये होती नहीं है। डेफिनेशंस देख लें, ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड आर्किटेक्चर्स देख लें। तो इसमें बताएं कि क्या क्या वो चीज़ें हैं दैट आर मस्ट। हाँ
सर
बिल्कुल।
एक कहते हैं लीडिंग लीडिंग होता है मशीन, लीडिंग मशीन होती है जहाँ पे सारे नोड्स कनेक्ट होते हैं।
जी यार मुझे इस ये जो डेफिनेशन लिखी है ना, मुझे इससे बताएं कि कौन से एसेंशियल कंपोनेंट हैं जिसके बगैर ऑटोनमस।
सर ये तो इंडिपेंडेंट कंप्यूटर्स है।
बिल्कुल, ऑटोनमस और बिल्कुल क्या नेटवर्क सो नेटवर्क इज आल्सो वेरी एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ, ठीक है। ठीक है, तो और कोई चीज़, सॉफ्टवेयर की आपने बात की थी, ठीक है। बिल्कुल, वन इंडिपेंडेंट, एग्जैक्टली, बिल्कुल, ठीक है। अच्छा, मैं एक मिनट आपको बताता हूँ। ओ
सर एक
सॉरी,
और चीज।
ठहरें। यहाँ पे आता है ब्लैंक स्लाइड, मैं थोड़ा सा आपको कुछ एक्सप्लेन करना चाहता हूँ। नोट से शायद एंड 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 शो नहीं,
सर वो
नहीं नहीं नहीं।
आप ये
अ,
एडिटेबल मोड ऑन करके होगा।
ओ शायद एंड शो करने के बाद चलें। चले मैं इधर ही कहीं पे ना ड्रॉ कर देता हूँ। वाई दिस इज सो हार्ड। चले मैं इसे करता हूँ।
सही पॉइंटर ऑप्शन थी।
पॉइंटर ऑप्शंस, हाँ बिल्कुल, पॉइंटर ऑप्शन इधर से आएगा। पॉइंटर ऑप्शन में जाके पेन, ठीक है। अच्छा मैं थोड़ा सा करता हूँ यहाँ पे। अच्छा, ये कुछ कंप्यूटर्स हैं, ठीक है। इसको भी मान के चले कंप्यूटर्स हैं। अच्छा, तो दे आर नेटवर्क्ड। एक चीज़ यहाँ पे होती है, एक चीज़ यहाँ पे होती है, ठीक है। इसको जो है, ये जो है इसको कहते हैं सॉफ्टवेयर, ठीक है। ये सॉफ्टवेयर क्या है अभी हम बात करते हैं। और ये क्या है, यहाँ पे एप्लीकेशंस हैं, ठीक है। और ये कौन सी एप्लीकेशंस हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एप्लीकेशंस, ठीक है। दिस इज स्पेशल कैटेगरी ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस, सो दीज आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड। अच्छा, तो अब ये जो है ये लोकल ओएस है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। बिल्कुल ऐसा ही है, हर मशीन का जो है यहाँ पे लोकल ओएस है, ठीक है। अच्छा, तो ये ग्लोबल स्केल पे फिर कैसे कम्युनिकेट करेंगे। यहाँ पे जो ये सॉफ्टवेयर है ये किस तरह का स्पेशलाइज्ड सॉफ्टवेयर है। वेब एप्लीकेशंस तो ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एप्लीकेशंस ऊपर हैं, ठीक है। उसमें वेब भी है, दूसरी एप्लीकेशंस हैं, ट्रांजैक्शनल है, डेटाबेस की हैं, वो सारी एप्लीकेशंस हैं। हाँ बिल्कुल। कौन? ड्राइवर्स हो सकते हैं। हम किसी एक चीज़ की बात कर रहे थे जिस पे हमने बहस भी की है, मिडलवेयर, ठीक है। तो ये सॉफ्टवेयर है ना, ये मिडलवेयर है, ठीक है। ओके, इसको इसको आप ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कह लें, ठीक है। हाँ हाँ, ठीक है। हाँ ये एग्जैक्टली मिडलवेयर जो होता है उसने हम्म हम्म अच्छा, बिल्कुल ठीक है। तो जो है जेवीएम का क्या मकसद होता है? जेवीएम, जावा वर्चुअल मशीन, वो मिडलवेयर है। वो चलिए, उसका मकसद क्या होता है? ठीक है, एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली। सलमान ताहा, ठीक है। आप सॉरी, एतजाज, ठीक है। तो इन्होंने बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात की है कि जी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम डिफरेंट होंगे, फिर क्या होगा। तो फिर आपने ही खुद ही बताया कि जी ये जो है जावा वर्चुअल मशीन, दिस इज टाइप ऑफ मिडलवेयर। वो क्या करता है कि इंडिपेंडेंट के आपका नीचे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम क्या है, यू कैन इंस्टॉल ए प्रोग्राम, राइट, you can execute a task. So this is an example of software, okay, that we are talking about here. So I hope so far it is clear, right, that what is distributed computing, what is the purpose, and what are the essential components, okay, without which this is not going to work, right. It should be have middleware, it should have a network, it should have autonomous computers, and it should have a should be able to run distributed applications, right? Okay.
Sir, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure, please. Go ahead.
सर, अगर मैं जेवीएम की एग्जांपल को समझ के इनकी करूँ तो हम ऐसे कह सकते हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज कि अगर 4 डिफरेंट कंप्यूटर्स है, वो डिफरेंट कोई कोड रन करते हैं, तो ये मिडलवेयर के ज़रिए कोई सिंगल सबके नहीं, इनके सेम बाइनरी आउटपुट्स आ जाते हैं, जिसके ज़रिए इनके हम हर एक कंप्यूटर पे उनकी ट्रांसलेशन उनके कंप्यूटर के ओएस के मुताबिक कर सकते हैं। कम्युनिकेशन में इनके ना लैंग्वेज सेम हो जाती है इस तरह, आई थिंक।
गुड, गुड अवैस, आप आपका बिल्कुल आर्ग्यूमेंट जो है बिल्कुल करेक्ट है कि जी नीचे लेवल पे मशीन कोड जो है वो सिमिलर बन जाता है, ठीक है। हमारा मकसद भी यही होता है कि मशीन लेवल पे वो जो है कोई भी एप्लीकेशन रन कर सके, ठीक है। गुड।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
जी थैंक यू अवैस। सो मेरा ख्याल है आज का जो है हम लेक्चर यहाँ पे ख़त्म करते हैं, ठीक है। होपफुली ये इन डेप्थ डिस्कशन थी और आपको कम से कम जितना पढ़ाया वो समझ आया होगा, ठीक है। सो आई रियली इंकरेज, आई नो माई स्टूडेंट्स हु आर वेरी विजिलेंट एंड वेरी active in the class, okay. So please participate, okay. So let me uh, let me make a snap picture of the attendance. Maybe sometime I will have I will call the attendance, okay, particularly for online students, okay. So please you must have to be attendant or active in the class, otherwise you will have marked as absent. Okay, today have more students, okay, good. So far last time I saw there are 39 students registered on MS Teams, okay. So anyone left? You are left, right? Okay. Okay, makes sense. Okay, my students, thank you very much for today's class, and particularly for active participation. Okay, I really encourage it. And thank you very much, and see you on Thursday, right?